許さない。ちょいと心でされこれど好きなあなたの好きはないや。泣いた私はまだずっと待って夢見心地はさす幽霊ど石をはたいたそりゃさいや。だから私はただずっと待ってここでこうかそこでそうか繰り返しのバカ幽霊なんで削り合って痛め合って焼き泣いてまっさらなら声上げて今髪の手にかけてさあまっさらなら声上げて今盾を手に取ってさあここでこうかそこでそうか頭のしのばっか幽霊なんで胸を裂いて夢を裂いてかさばいてまっさらなら声上げて今風の根にかけてさあまっさらなら声上げて今盾を手に取ってさあ今髪の手にかけてさあまっさらなら声上げて今盾を手に取ってまっさらなら声上げて今髪の手にかけてさあまっさらなら声上げて今盾を手に取ってさあCan you hear me? Are we connected? Did you guys like it? Alright, wonderful. One moment. Hi! Did you know that our souls are connected by fate? Well, what do you know? I'm Yuno Hanaki from production Kawaii's Hanamizuki! Yay! Oh my gosh. I'm so nervous. But it's so nice to finally get to see all of you and talk to you and, voice reveal, I guess. Hi! So, that cover was Hyakisai by Kanaria. I was allowed to include it as part of my debut, but I'm going to be uploading it at a separate time, after the debut relay, so make sure to check out the official upload when it gets uploaded to my YouTube, okay? Okay, well, we don't have a lot of time, and I'm a little bit nervous, so I'm just gonna go right into the, scripted but not scripted part of the debut, which is the debut presentation. So just give me 1 second. Well, I'm literally shaking so much. Okay. Where is it? There we go. Hi! Me again. So,
here we have the beginning of the also important presentation. Huno is Yuno. What do we think? A good presentation? Does this sound good? I'm gonna pitch it to TED Talk soon, so I have to make sure that this is good, right? Right. Alright. Whew. Time to consume the lore, yeah. Exactly, you get it. Alright, so for some basic information. So, as you guys may or may not know by now, my name is Yuno Hanaki. I have the kanji written here, so I'll give you a brief explanation of what each one means. So the kanji hana is actually a bit of an older kanji, but it means, like, beauty. And then we have ki, which you might recognize if you watch the anime Kimetsu no Yaiba, or Demon Slayer, but that's the oni kanji. So it basically means beautiful oni. And then, of course, we have yu, which is from the word for, like, bond or connection. And then we have no, which is from the word nozomu, which is desire. So my name basically means that I have a desire to connect. I hope that we will be able to connect in the coming time that we get to spend together. Alright, nicknames. So you guys might know if you've been watching Reina-senpai streams that she calls me Yui Yui, but I like all kinds of nicknames. If you have a nickname that is, well, I have to greenlight it first, but I do really love nicknames. But here are some examples of ones that I've already been called. We have Yunon, we have Yunonon, we have Yu-chan, there's also Yun-chan, but with an N. And then, you know, Reina-senpai calls me Yui Yui, which is very cute, but I still have yet to figure out where the I comes from. Someday I'll get an explanation, I'm sure. So my species, I actually used to be a human. A long, long time ago. But, events happened that I'm going to get into rather shortly, and I became a half-oni. So I have been a half-oni ever since then. As for my age, I am eternally 21. I was turned into a half-oni when I was 21, so I haven't aged ever since then. But, you don't have to pay attention to that number next to the 21, okay? As far as you guys know, I am 21 forever. Alright, my birthday, February 3rd. If you are at all familiar with Japanese culture, you might know that February 3rd is actually Setsubun, which is a Japanese festival in which people will stand at the doorway of their houses and throw beans outside, banishing Oni so that they don't bring any negative energy, so that they can welcome in good luck instead. But I would prefer that you not throw beans at me, because I don't really like beans, and I don't really deserve to have beans thrown at me, so don't throw the beans. I am begging and pleading, do not throw the beans. Please. So, my height. I am 155 centimeters. That is all. It is a perfectly normal height for a very normal girl, and there is nothing at all that is boosting my height in any capacity. Stop throwing beans! I'm tired of this already. Alright, I'm just gonna pretend I don't see it. I see a flood of red out of the corner of my eye, but I'm gonna pretend I don't. I don't perceive it. So my image flower. All of us in Hanamizuki have a bit of an association with different flowers, and mine happens to be the bellflower. Which, I think is pretty obvious because that's actually the name of the flower that's on my thigh. That's what my tattoo is. They're bellflowers. Bellflowers represent, like, a new beginning for me, so they have a very special place in my heart, and I'm really glad that they're my image flower. My member color. It's DCD0FF, which is a very, 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 very light purple. I think it's a really pretty color, too. It complements the rest of my color palette in a really nice way. And as for a fun fact, I collect really pretty fans. I basically always have a fan with me because I consider them to be very, very elegant, and I like to have them on hand because... well, besides the fact that they're really elegant, they're also really good at helping you hide your face whenever you get shy or embarrassed. And, I get embarrassed pretty often. And also, it's good when you want to, like, hide your true reaction to something. Like, if someone says a joke that you think is kind of cringe, but you don't want to show that you're cringing, you can pull up the fan and be like, teehee, that's so funny. And no one actually knows what your face actually looks like. But don't go telling everyone my secrets, okay? Alright. Next. So, my lore. This is a giant paragraph. I really like elaborating on lore and stories and things like that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and abridge it for simplicity's sake. But basically, I was once a renowned performer in my village a long time ago, but during a particular performance, I ended up angering a very influential customer, and he encouraged the rest of the village to banish me to Onigashima. They actually weren't even sure if Onigashima really existed, so I guess you could basically say that they were casting me away, not knowing what was going to happen to me, and also not really caring what was going to happen. When I was taken in, when I actually managed to make it to Onigashima, which ended up being a very real place, the Oni did their best to kind of keep me included, along with everybody else, but because I was a human, it didn't really work too well. We ended up doing a special ceremony that would help me become at least partially Oni, and that still didn't help much either. I felt a bit dissonant between myself and the other Oni, as well as from the human world because of me being ostracized. And so I've always had this desire to reconnect with people again. Because, you know, I really love performing, and I want to be able to perform for more and more people. I think that becoming a streamer, and in particular a VTuber, is a really, really good way to be able to actually do that kind of thing. So, part of why I'm doing this is because I want to be able to connect with lots and lots of people. I hope you will allow me to connect with you too. Okay. Likes and dislikes. I will try not to get too in the weeds on this one. But yeah, I really, really like noodle dishes. My favorite types of noodles are like thin noodles or like ramen noodles, soba noodles. I really love cold soba, especially when it's summer. Cold soba in summer is very, very delicious. I also really, really love ice cream. Ice cream is probably my favorite dessert. I really love chocolate flavors. Vanilla is also okay. I also really like strawberry, but if I had a preference, I would choose chocolate. I prefer cold drinks. I don't really like hot drinks. I just don't like the... I guess I don't like the temperature. I don't know how to describe it. But there's just something about hot drinks that I don't like compared to cold drinks. I also really like reading and writing. I love reading stories, getting to know new stories, and then I also love being able to write stories and tell stories of my own. I like to perform. Obviously, performing is kind of one of the main things I love to do. I love to sing and I love to act. I also like to dance, but I don't think I'm the best at dancing yet. Hopefully I'll be able to get better in the coming days. I also really like fashion. I love cute clothes. I could talk about fashion for a long time. And I like cute stationery, and I also like musicals. As for my dislikes, cold weather. The fact that I have a winter birthday, I don't know if it has anything to do with my dislike of cold, but I really don't like the cold. I know it's easier to put on layers and warm up than it is to cool off when it's summer, but still. I also don't like sour candy. I don't like the fact that it makes my face get all scrunchy. No one likes it when your face gets all strunky and puckered up. It's not good. Beans? I hope I don't have to elaborate on that. Please don't throw beans at me. Don't present me with beans. I do not want beans. Spelling mistakes? This is just kind of a pet peeve rather than like a hard hatred. But like if I make a spelling mistake, I get really, really mad at myself because I'm just like, come on man, that was so obvious. So that's part of why that's on my dislikes. Running out of groceries. So I don't know how it is for you guys, but at least in Onigashima, I feel like I run out of groceries so fast, and then when you have to go grocery shopping, it's so hard to pick out the stuff that you actually need to buy. Like, why do we have to go buy groceries and then come home and then eat groceries and then run out of groceries so that we have to go buy more groceries and then we come back with the groceries and we eat the groceries? It's an endless cycle of hatred and torment, and I don't like it. Not good. I also don't like sunlight. Not a big fan of it. I don't do very well in sunlight. You will come to find out about this in the future, probably. And I also don't like cliffhangers. Moving on. Miscellaneous media. This is just kind of where I'm going to talk about my taste in things. I like a lot of shoujo and slice of life and musical anime. Those are kind of my go-tos. I like things like Cardcaptor Sakura. I really like anime like Hyouka. I love Idolmaster. Idolmaster was actually the first, like, idol series that I got into that, got me into idols in the first place. I kind of subconsciously compare every like music series that I watch to Idolmaster. I'm just like, well, they didn't do it like that in Idolmaster, or well, Idolmaster did it like this instead. So I get a little bit elitist when it comes to Idolmaster. Specifically OG Idolmaster. I need to actually look into Cinderella Girls a little bit more, but yeah. And then like Slice of Life, I love Devil as a Part-Timer. I was really excited when Season 2 finally came out. Then I also like anime like Akatsuki no Yona. Romance stories are really, really good. I tend to like more realistic shoujo rather than fantasy shoujo, but still. Okay, as for video games, I love JRPGs. JRPGs were kind of my first gateway into video games, particularly the Tales series. I played Tales of Symphonia. That was like the first game I ever really like played that wasn't a Pokemon game, so Pokemon will come later. But yeah, Tales series means a lot to me. I also like Persona. I really like Pokemon. Pokemon is kind of my go-to. Pokemon's like one of the only series where I actually try to keep up with new releases. I really like Honkai Star Rail. I'm not big on Genshin, but I do really like Star Rail. I guess I just prefer turn-based games now. I'm not sure. I play a lot of rhythm games. I found that I'm naturally pretty gifted at, like, tappy-tap rhythm games. I haven't tried any of the more, like, physical games like Dance Dance Revolution and the like, but, yeah. I think it would be fun to try them someday. I put Bustafellows separate from otome games because I think Bustafellows kind of, like, ruined my life in a good way. I love the storytelling in Bustafellows. It's a really good otome. Mostly because it has a really good story on top of being an otome. I really liked it. So, anyways, Bustafellows love. Nami-senpai, please talk to me about Bustafellows. And then, other than that, I really like cozy games and indie games. Those are kind of my go-to when I'm looking for games to play, because I think that games should be a relaxing experience. I'm not really looking to get challenged. I'm just here to have fun, man. And then, miscellaneous favorites. So, I like a lot of J-pop and, like, anime songs and things of that nature. I listen to a lot of musicals, like, original cast recordings and things like that. I didn't include it on here, which is kind of silly, but I also really, really like acapella. Acapella music is really good. But I will listen to most any genre. I wouldn't say that I'm super picky with music. I've gotten better over time. Books. I tend to read primarily young adult books, and I also read a lot of classics, but I want to try getting more into things like nonfiction. And I'm also always looking for book recommendations. Please talk to me about books. I don't have enough people in my life that like to read, so please talk to me about books if you like books. Yeah, Pentatonics! I love Pentatonics. It's nearing Christmas, you know what that means. Pentatonics Christmas stuff, baby! Alright, and then I put drinks on here for more examples of, like, things that I like to consume, because I mostly put food on my likes and dislikes. I basically subsist entirely off of iced coffee, but I also really, really like milkshakes. Milkshakes are a go-to treat for me. Fruit juices, I primarily go for, like, a peach juice or a lemonade. And I also love water. Please drink your water. Please remember to stay hydrated. And then movies and shows. I know I watch them, but I'm sorry, I don't usually remember stuff that I watch. I know that I have watched some things. I'm sure if you bring up a title to me, I might be like, oh yes, I have heard of that. But, you have to understand that Onigashima only recently got internet and, like, access to streaming services, so I don't really know much media. I will try to fix that in the future. Alright, here's a design showcase. You can see my references here, drawn by my super lovely mama, as well as the full version of my key visual. I don't want to go too into details here. I am actually planning to tweet an official version of this in the future so that you guys can have a better reference for drawing. But basically, charm points. We have the beautiful crown, the beautiful butterfly-themed hairpin. We also have different butterfly pins throughout the rest of my outfit. I don't know if you guys caught that. But I have a butterfly on my choker, and I also have 2 butterflies that are pinned to my obi. You can see in my back profile that the ribbons go past my butt, basically. And I have pretty long hair as well. The green kind of fans out on the underside. The gold accessory, I will explain that in more detail during my actual, like, model showcase. Wait, why are you guys talking about my shoes? Don't pay attention to those, okay? They're normal size shoes for a normal size girl, right? Right, they're not... They don't do anything, okay? They don't add anything. I promise. But I guess if I have to talk about them, they are about 10 centimeters tall. Don't do any math, okay? We don't like math around here. What are numbers, right? Anyway, my goals. So, goals are pretty straightforward in my personal opinion, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on each one, but I would like to be able to release original songs, both solo songs, and eventually I think it'd be really cool if we could release like official unit or group songs. Not just as Hanamizuki, but like with other girls in production kawaii too. I would like to be able to expand on my lore. I'd like to do like lore-based projects, I think is what this means. Maybe like detailed lore videos or like drama CD style videos where you get to like learn more about the story and see actual scenes from the stories themselves. I would also like to be featured in a game, either as a pullable gacha character or as a voice actor for like a different type of character. I really like voice acting. It's something I'm very passionate about, and I hope that I will be able to showcase that more in the future too. So, because my name basically represents a desire to connect, I want to collaborate with a lot of people. Not just the other girls in production kawaii, and not just with the members of Hanamizuki, but I want to collaborate with all kinds of people everywhere. I want to be able to make all sorts of connections and talk about lots of really cool stuff with, like, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people. I also want to maybe one day reach 200k subscribers. Pretty big goal, but I'm working very hard in order to make it happen, so I will work very hard on that. I would also like to release a Nendoroid. Fun fact, when I brought this up during one of my meetings with management, they didn't know what a Nendoroid was. So I had to very awkwardly explain what a Nendoroid is and, like, tell them what to look up to see what a Nendoroid looks like. Anyways, yeah, Nendoroid are those little, like, chibi fellas. They are really, really cute. I love them. I want to have one of those. I also want to be able to create fun stories. This is pretty vague, I know, but, create fun stories to me means being able to tell stories that I come up with and also helping other people tell stories for their own. I just randomly kind of thought of this idea, but I think it would be fun to like have a mini-series I do with other VTubers where I help them expand on their lore and we can come up with like really cool stories to tell based on their lore. Because I think that's one of the coolest thing about VTubers, you know? It's lore. I would also like to one day go on a trip with Hanamizuki. The other two are very, very well traveled, but I haven't really left Onigashima much since I got banished. But I think it would be really fun to be able to travel with them. I think they would be really good tour guides, probably. And then, you know, maybe eventually, in the future, a 3D? It's possible. Okay, credits! Yippee! So here are the credits for all of the people that helped me, get my streaming setup together in general. So we have my mama, which is Frey-san. We have my papa, which is Spiral Hero. We have, like, Hanamizuki chibis. I didn't end up using mine in my presentation, but the credit for them is there. I have credits for my donation alert. My loading screen and my ending screen were both animated by the same person, Nobu Animation. Thank you so much. But they have two separate artists. And then I, of course, credited where the BGM comes from. My transition, my logo was made by my senpai, Isla Coleman, and then my schedule, my overlays, and my channel watermark were all made by my genmate Kaya. Oh, Papa's in the chat! Hi, Papa! Thank you so much for making me move. I love my high-quality wiggles. But yeah, thank you so much to everybody who worked hard to help me come to life. I'm very, very grateful. Oh, and in the future, I will be including credits in my description for all of my streams, so if you're ever wondering where to find particular things or who to contact if you want something similar to what I have, I will make sure to have them listed. Thank you so much! Alright. Now we're on to the fun stuff. Tags. So, my general tag is obviously just my name, Yuno Hanaki. I'm also going to have a live tag, which is Yuno on Air. It's really cute. Kaya helped me think of that one. As for art, I'm sure you guys might have seen on Twitter already because I saw I was getting art and I wanted a better way to organize it. But, it's hashtag Bellflower Arts, which is like Bellflower and art. I also have a tag for fan mail and potentially fan fiction. If you guys ever get inspired to write something and you want me to look at it, I would love to read it. So you can use the hashtag YunoNotes. My meme tag is YunoNo because more than likely if I see you guys make memes out of me, I'm gonna go, oh no, because I know how quickly those things are going to get liked and retweeted. And then for clips, you can use the hashtag WillYouNoticeMe. As for my Oshi marks, I've talked about this a little bit on Twitter too, but my main Oshi mark is the fan emoji, and then I also have the Japanese ogre mask as another emoji. The fan is not widely available yet. I promise you, it will probably roll out at some point or another. At least I hope it does. Because I really need it. It's my Oshi mark. So my fan name, you guys are going to be called Damadachi. And my members will be Onibito. This is because my planned mascot character is a Hitodama or an Onibi. If you are at all familiar with, like, folklore, you might be familiar with the idea of a will-o-wisp. That's basically what a Hitodama and an Onibi are. They are representations of the human soul that are lit up with, like, a little ball of flame. And, you know, I kind of like the idea of being able to spirit people away, which is what Hitodama are also known for. If you follow a will-o'-the-wisp somewhere, you will often get spirited away somewhere and may never come back. But that's basically me trying to bring you to Onigashima. And then here is my schedule for the next week. I'm running a little bit low on time, so I'm not going to talk too much about this, but tomorrow I'm going to be doing a debut 2.0, where we'll be going more into specifics and doing a little bit of a Q&A. I'm also going to be playing Out of Sight the day after. We have a Pico Park with Hanamizuki collab the day after that. A first Zatsudan, and then I'll also be doing karaoke near the end of the week, so I hope you'll look forward to it. Okay, I think that's it for the slideshow, so we're going to come back and we'll do a brief little showcase of my model and my expressions. Hello again. Okay, let's see. Ah, I didn't mean to move. Go back. Lock in place. I wanted to move this. Okay. So we're gonna zoom in. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hi. We'll be doing an actual, like, green screen and, like, full body showcase in the future. So this is just going to be a quick run through of expressions and, like, looking at the charm points of the model. So I apologize for the speed run, but we do what we must. I want to make sure that we have enough time for the other two. Okay, so first expression. Engi. You might have seen me post this on Twitter already, but this is what I look like when you guys keep making fun of my forehead. Stop! I am more than just my forehead! And then we also have... a blush. I'm very flustered right now. Very, very embarrassed, but also very, very happy. And we also have... overwhelmed. You mean I have to make schedules for the rest of my life? You mean I have to, like, plan out things to talk about and stuff to sing during karaokes and video games to play that people might find interesting? Oh no. Overwhelmed? I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. We also have this expression, but... I'm pretty sure you know exactly what this expression is going to be used for in the future. I don't think I have to be that specific now, do I? We're gonna have so much fun together. Trust me. Okay. We also have Heart Eyes! Because I'm so happy to see you, and I'm really glad that I get to interact with everyone. And then we also have... Hold on, I have to make sure I'm looking at the right one. Sad face. What do you mean I can't get a milkshake today? What do you mean the shake machine is broken at McDonald's? Sick and twisted behavior. Isn't that always the worst? Oh, I forgot to show it during the sad expression too. But I also have tears. I guess we'll count it as happy tears for now. And then of course we have... Sparkle Eyes, because I'm excited. They managed to fix the shake machine. Yippee! Alright. So, we'll go into a little bit more detail with the rest of the model. So, you guys remember earlier when I was talking about the accessory that I'm wearing on my shoulder? Fun fact. It's a bone. Whose bone? Maybe I have to elaborate on that in the future, but for now, all you need to know is that it's a bone. Anyways. Here's a more detailed look at the obi. You can see the butterflies bounce. They're so cute. You can also see my hands a little bit. Hi! Super cute. And then a better look at the thighs. You can see the thigh tattoo here. It's two very beautiful bellflowers. And you guys are only looking at the bellflowers, right? The bellflowers. And then as you can see, I have bare legs all the way down. Exposed legs. And then feet for free on my social media account? It's more likely than you think. That's crazy. Yeah. And then I'll do a quick little full body. Oh my goodness. Okay. Look at me wiggle. Look at me schmoovin'. Gosh, I love to schmoove. Okay. Those are very good ankles. Thank you, senpai. I'm pretty sure my ankles and my general feet posture look really good because of the geta. Yeah, she's super schmoovin'. Alright. Now then. I think it's time for an important piece of information. Oh, I need to move, actually. Let me get a little bit smaller as well. This should be a good spot. Anyways, so I have the pleasure of giving a little announcement. Are you guys ready? I mean, I feel like you can probably guess what it's going to be, but we're going to go ahead and talk about it because I'm pretty sure, I am fairly mostly sure that it should be up by now. So... Ta-da! Hanamizuki debut merchandise! Pachi 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 pachi! So, you can get things like an acrylic stand, a can badge of all of our beautiful faces in our image colors, an A3 poster of the visual image that we were using, and also we have debut voice packs coming out! Yay! Yay, 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 yay! So, the debut voice packs, you can get things like a self-introduction, a good morning and a good night voice. You can also get a freestyle voice, and stuff like that. I am pretty sure it should be up on booth now. Ah, yes, my mods are posting it in the chat. So the voice pack is on a separate listing from the physical merchandise. But please, please check it out. We worked really hard on our debut voice packs, and the merchandise all looks really, really, really good. So I hope you'll consider purchasing it, okay? Yeah, please support Hanamizuki! We're all so excited to be here. It honestly is such an honor to be part of Production Kawaii. I really have loved getting the chance to interact with all of my senpai, and of course with my lovely, lovely genmates. I know it seems like Hanamizuki troll each other a lot on social media, but I promise you, we just kind of do it for laughs. It's just because we really, really like each other. I guess that's how we're choosing to express it. Okay, whew. I think that about does it for me. So I do actually have redirects set up, so we should be going to Ranchan right away. We'll hang out on the ending screen for just a few minutes so that we can give her some time to get her loading screen up. But thank you guys so much for coming to my debut. I can't wait to talk to you guys again tomorrow during the debut 2.0. And I hope that you will support Ron, and that you will support Kaya, and that you'll support Hanamizuki, and that you'll support all the rest of Production Kawaii going forward. I'm really, really happy to be here, and I'm so excited for what's to come. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys soon, okay? Bye-bye!